And welcome back. I took a little bit of time, I guess, between this recording and the last, kind of looking back over those blueprints and things again, and even kind of looking up a bit of the theming stuff. There's a few little tidbits we did. I guess I also didn't fully say, welcome back to our theater and cinema Let's Play. We are currently trying to design our Nutcracker Theater, and I've got maybe some slight changes and ideas that we can go with. I was really looking at this cue part and I was just hating it the more and more we looked at it. But I did kind of think, why don't we do a little bit of funny stuff here? So we can just clean this area up a bit. And I want to actually turn this one's cue into a little sort of seating with Santa style. Because why not? So what's the easiest way to do it is a good question. I don't know if I fully got that far, but do something like that. The cue will, I need the cue in the sort of only possible ending to lead past here. And I think that will sort of work. So if we even grab some of these golds and theoretically kind of just blocked off these ways, if it was even just rough drafting it here, if the cue was kind of like this, this sort of side of it doesn't quite matter. We could put something in that corner. Look for a C to copy. Can I alt this that way? Oh, let's get this in. Sometimes the sort of alt and rotations get a little funky, but I think I can get one here, right? Yeah, so we can put some sort of gift or something that way, I guess. But even if we could widen it out. But you'll sort of have to come through here. And the theoretically fastest path out from this one should be past this chair. Right, so I guess our next sort of thought and set would be between, I think I need to push this out a little bit, and we can do that. I think we need the little bit of bookshelf there, right? Yeah. So we can move some ropes. I think we have the sort of rough design in, which is awesome. Okay, and oh, I think my graphic guy just tried updating on me there. So I don't hate this sort of corner piece for that. I like this chair. I think this is my Santa chair for sure, right? Okay, we could do something like this. So it gives us that sort of little bit of cue through to there. Awesome. And do we try to shove a tree or something on this side maybe? We could shove a tree on this side. We do still have some of the gifts and such favorited. Let's go to the gifts. Oh. There we go. We could I squeeze one of these in here? I guess so. Yeah. I don't mind moving the tree a little. Let's angle it so the star goes the way I'm thinking. And I think that is, I want the star sort of facing this direction, right? Yeah. And we can sort of keep the rope off parts. There, and I mean, even if we do a little extra rope off sort of here. You should theoretically be able to walk through here. You'll get past this chair, which I don't even mind even sort of rotating it a tad bit. There we go. So it's a little off from there, but I like that idea. Do I have a thought or idea of what will actually be used to take the picture? Not at all. I did want to use this barrier for something. I do remember we can write on those, so that is a good sign. Do we even have any sort of style thing that we could put for that? I guess not that I sort of know as we're looking through all the decoration items. Yeah, I think I got nothing. I got industrial wall light, but that needs to go on a wall. I did forget lighting. I have not fully thought about that. Maybe we could, I don't know, between the barrel or a counter. Could go for the little bar or something piece, maybe. Ooh, no, that corner I don't love. Could do something with this guy maybe. We try to put something on this, and then we could even grab the printer probably too. Yeah. Okay, what looks close enough to a camera that we can put on this? I guess we have a headphone stand. Between that or where's earbud stand? Okay, maybe we'll use the earbud stand. Yeah. Okay, we can put the little earbud stand instead. We're gonna give ourselves a little bit more space behind there, I think. Okay, let's see. I can sort of give ourselves as much room as we sort of actually really want with it. Let's see, counter. Oh, you know what? We could actually even go for these counters for fun. Just, I feel like I've never really used this style counter. Oh, do they not even connect on an angle well? That is kind of bothersome. Do I like those enough? No, I dislike them now. And we do technically have this style we could use. Putting the little camera piece on there. I'm not liking it. The more I'm looking at it, the more I hate it. Okay. But could we put a printer behind? I mean, we could, but we could get both of them on here. This is the one and only benefit I have to using that piece. Also, I want the earbuds one, not the headphones one, right? Yeah. So if we go this with it and point this a little bit more downwards. Okay, I guess that maybe kind of works. I don't even mind if we move the ticket booth there. I don't fully know how much I cared for the printer there, but I think I like the idea of the printer, I guess, a lot. Yeah, that counter's not working for me. So let's see, corner. We have like corner bar. Okay, let's try with the corner bar instead. Yeah, corner bar is gonna work. Corner bar is definitely gonna work for a little sort of photo with Santas. I was trying to get it a little bit more connected to there. Yeah, you should be able to squeeze past this. Boom, picture taken there. And then sort of walk right out. Even if I grab more bar. Okay, I think I all placed that in, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, perfect. And I could shift this back a wee bit. Perfect. Let's see. We could go. They're called presents. I was half searching for the word GIF there, and I forgot why the GIF doesn't come up. I don't even mind going for another bookshelf maybe on this wall here. Can we get it there? I guess we'll see the best we can. And that will sort of get our distancing. So, yeah, we're moving stuff around a wee bit, but let's go. Did I have a placement? I thought I had one for a second there. Yes, so we gotta shift this gift out the way for a moment. Can I not? I forgot these gifts are really weird, especially because it's on an angle, isn't it? Is it gonna be that weird to us? It might be a little weird. Okay, let's see. Boom. Oh, no, let's just undo. I think it was better that way. Let's see, can I get it this one maybe a little bit more in? Just little incremental bits and bops should get us what we want to, right? Nah, I can't get it, so we'll just undo. Oh. I thought I had the crack a little bit more salt, but that should be okay, I guess, right? So let's see. This does close here off a little bit more than I was fully expecting, but that's okay-ish. We have this whole side to do these concessions. We're going to actually just move to in there, and we'll have one up here again too. This one might be a little small though, which is fine. I guess we'll have to manage it however we can, right? So let's finish the entrance at least today. I think that entrance is sort of main plan. Everything else that we can get done is the nice to gets. So boom. I was trying to figure out which one I wanted actually to go with. Let's see. Let's get this rope there. I was gonna maybe try to get one a little bit nicer this way, but boom like that, I guess, for now. And I guess the only other thing to do is just to see how we can get these Q parts. If I look at the Q tool, yeah, so they can't currently walk past this is my assumption. Yeah, they definitely can't walk past there. So let's, we could just shift this guy back a bit. And we could even shift this down, I guess. So if we check the Q tool now, yeah, we can see they definitely can go there, which is perfect. And let's do that. And then I guess we can keep this rope. I think I'm going to actually realign this one to just match there perfectly. Can I go too down and not look too bad? I guess let's find out. Yes, we can. Is that the distance I wanted for this cue? I guess it is now. Perfect. So if we check the Q tool, okay, yes, they can't squeeze through here still, so that's okay. Just means we got to shift this to the left one. You know, little baby steps will get us to see how our Q goes. Okay, yes, they can. Okay, they can go through here. Awesome. And if we want to double check that they can make it all the way around, just making the queue even longer. That they can squeeze out of there into there was kind of a worry for a moment. But nope, we're good. So the queue works. And that will sort of actually get these people to go in. And it should be a kind of nice looking one. Part of me kind of wants to get this other bookshelf here. But I don't think I'm getting that easy. So what do we actually want to put in that general area? I don't quite know. I guess we could try shifting these out a little. Yeah, I don't mind that if I want to get that bookshelf in. I don't know how much I got to move, but we'll find out. Perfect. So I did stack these up, I guess. I could even go down one more if I really want. Let's see. If we do go down one more, it means we got to go left. And these didn't quite go down one, but I can go down one, I guess. We could look at a corner piece, maybe. Ooh, I don't hate a corner there. Let's see. I thought I had that, but that's okay. We'll just hold Alt and then right click and drag to sort of rotate here. Perfect. I think this is a little tight here. This is definitely a little tight here. I mean, I could kind of cheese the line this way a little. So if we do a slight rotation on that guy, it should maybe get us in. I'm just trying to get the spacing. It's little pixel perfect spacing styles almost sometimes, just to make sure they'll sort of fit past. And we could even try to put some in this sort of corner for now. I don't quite know what we'll put there. We could put a little candy cane maybe. Perfect. Could even rotate it for fun. Can I get it in? Haha, okay, we did. Let's see, does this key work? Yes, it does. So they'll sort of go zoom, zoom, zoom. We could actually even try moving this to the right a little if we want. But they have options as soon as they walk in, which is good. And, you know, we could also double check the exit works. Yes, the exit works as well. So you'll sort of see, unless they're coming down here, they will walk past this chair pretty consistently, which is what we wanted. Let's keep that for a second, and let's grab these sort of gifts back. And let's see if we place the gifts here. Is it going to become a problem for us in the current? I don't love and or slash hate this pile. I think it's a little big for what it is, but we could see. So let's double check the Q tool. Yes, they can get past. Just to shove something sort of here was sort of my thought, but I guess I can put just a present there. I was thinking something in this general area, right? I don't know. Okay, we could put a couple gifts behind Santa. Okay, I can get one gift behind Santa on that side. Cool. I don't fully love the circle gift, but we'll deal with it as we have to. Okay, we'll shove a couple of other presents around and under the tree. I guess that is a little too much for it. Yeah. It's kind of curious. This circle gift is kind of one of my least favorites there. So we'll try shifting it that way. This is a big one. Let's see if we can get in this sort of area. Okay, I guess I can get it there. That should leave me some space for that one there too. And then I could maybe get a long one here. Yeah. And I don't fully care what else we put under the tree in this sort of general spot. But okay, I guess we got one of those. And I guess a simple. Can I get the simple in? Probably not with where the ropes are. If we move this simple and I try to get this in here, can I get this guy in? Yeah, I could get that in between the ropes in a funny way. Okay, there's a bit of a gap. Do I care that much about the bit of a gap there? No, it's fine. These are kind of frontwards enough, and I'm content with those. I can go to this guy. Perfect. We can go to the barrel I had there for some reason. Actually, can I maybe put something in this spot? Simple, I think, is the smallest. Is simple the smallest? No. Okay, that one's the smallest. One. Okay. Okay. Let me keep tabbing out of that for some reason. But okay. There should be a nice little entrance space. We could also grab some carpet. And let's try to find one of the fancy-ish carpets to put under there. I don't hate this one. So that's sort of in the top. Maybe I'm looking for something with a little... We got a bunch of new ones. I don't actually think... No, there's no color changing on these carpets either, so we got to keep that in mind. I mean, you could color change... Could just do the big circle if we wanted that. That's, I guess, option one for now. Then we've got... I don't love crimson. Can we color any of these? No. I think we could color modern. Oh, no, we can't. I thought we could color the modern one. Huh. Let's see. Do any of these look better than this one? Don't know for sure. I guess one thing let's, for sure do is we want to recolor. We could recolor a lot of things over time. But the one thing I did know for sure we're coloring is that's that. And these... I don't mind even trying to go for some weirder green or something. We could, ooh, a little red bookshelf. I don't hate it. It's a little bright of a red, but that's fine. Okay. So, what carpet will go good with there? Nope. 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 Okay, you know what? We could go red carpet. So let's keep a red, and then we could change this to sort of more of a brownish green. I think I have that one. Yeah, it's pretty close to standard, honestly. Like if I was thinking, geez, what does the standard one of those look like? I kind of got it there. Let's see. The red I had of my candy cane were kind of lacking too. And we can just kind of bump that up a bit. Perfect. We've got the rope. We could change these counters too. Let's see. Okay, that's a little too much. Where is sort of the yellowy gold? I like that. The top of these could go for a little green top. Keep that sort of Christmassy color. Red bar on the bottom. Now let's stick with the gold to sort of match those posts a bit better. And we can copy and paste that there. The camera does need a little color, which is the earbud stand, but I think part of it was white, and then part of it needed to be very black, and I don't remember which one needed to be which. So if we try, if that's black and this is white, does that work? No. I had it right the first time, so white that, and then I got a black in there. Perfect. Let's see, we got a little green. Just go for a little Christmassy colors, red, and that's the last part is the logo. And it is kind of a brown. Oh, I'm missing. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, I trying to drag this color part a bit. And I guess we can go for some of that gold yellow. Here, I guess we can sort of try to match up a bit. Okay, this will probably be like a red. And then I want a green accent. And I don't mind going a little gold accent to go with it, maybe. And then a little brown if we're going to go Christmassy colors. Let's go Christmassy colors. And I might kind of put them near the front. I think I need to redo our color section. It'll take a fair bit of time, though. I do at least have a cool thing I've got through my little touch portal. We can sort of see if we even go in the color tool. So if I want to actually know what this color is, I've got a little button I can hit. That should give me the color code. And that should be 666 if I'm not mistaken. Try to add it. Oh, nope. I guess I didn't make it in time. There we go. I missed the button. Okay. So now I've got it. So I think let's find out. Yep. So these two kind of match. They should be the exact same. And I've got sort of a way to grab colors now. So at least I can learn color codes too. Did I just get to edit that? No, I don't have the. I was kind of curious. Can I learn color codes this way? Oh, I could. If you just change the color of the item and then try to hit the plus, it'll tell you the code. Okay. I don't think I fully knew that before. And that's fine. Now we know. Let's go for this sort of darker brown. I don't even mind trying to re-add some of those colors in soon. Let's grab a red for a second. Ooh, that's a nice bright red. And we can just recolor some gifts a little bit. So a little brownish color thing there. On a pink gift with a brighter pink ribbon. We could try to recolor the tree a little. Let's see. So the tinsel colors. I don't mind going for like a bright green. And let's see. Okay, this is the accent to the tinsel, so we can go yellow because it's also the star. And then the carpet around the tree is going to match the red of that carpet there. I can actually go for a little darker one, and I'm gonna grab it afterwards. Let's see. Oh, okay, all the lights. We could go white. Could go for like a silvery, a bluish white. Okay. Oop. I don't hate that. Just go a little. Perfect. I actually have to add it. That's funny. So I'll add, and then I can just remove. If I remove it, it should stay the same, I think. I don't actually know if it did or not, but we'll find out in the future. Okay, let's see. But I guess that's sort of our little Meet the Santa Claus entrance. Our floor, I don't love the floor. I think we're gonna, let's grab the floor that I did in there. And then a piece that we started doing too was kind of trying to accent some of the floor. Oh, I missed the corner. I was sort of going with the little accent for the areas that you don't walk. It's a little hard to do when, you're kind of actually walking there. Which is why I was okay doing the carpet piece for that section, because it sort of covered it up well. I don't quite know this entrance area carpet. I think this color's a little too bright. Let's try again on the floors here. So are we even in the, oh, look at that. Wow, we could have been looking a little closer. Whoops, I forgot I was up a floor. But it's okay. I did get some of the stage. The stage is definitely too cluttered. We're going to move these forward a bit soon. and get some of these candy canes just down. We'll have a couple sort of random objects on the stage, but we're going to shrink it. That's for sure the plan. But I kind of like this sort of color scheming here, where we have the sort of area to walk, and then the not walk area is just that darker color. I kind of was copying it through here too. I don't know if I hate just sticking with the red through. We could. Nothing stops us from going red throughout, right? Like why does the floor need to change? It doesn't. I'm going to actually, let's copy there. I don't need it in that spot, but then yeah. Perfect. Are we gonna do it on the stairs up? I guess so. I don't hate it. Let's see if we looked upstairs too. I hit a button. Okay. I do see these actually just went with like a solid red. I see. I don't actually mind. We could swap the top floor to the solid red. Okay, yeah, when we get to here, we'll swap it. It doesn't quite get to me enough to not do that. Let's see. This room, I did also sort of go through this little room, looking between sort of some of the other items and things we had. I like it a fair bit. Maybe we can color the chairs a little better. Okay, I don't mind going for like a darker black. I don't hate a red. But now we'll stick with the darker black and just kind of copy it to all these. I guess I was maybe hoping that these multi-purpose chairs would change a little. We did also have the projection booth. It just costs a little bit, but it looks nice to sort of change these up a bit. I was debating what could I put between these two that'll sort of get them a little nicer looking. And I don't quite have that yet, but I was close-ish. Even if we try to go like here. Can I rotate this? Like, I'm just trying to think where its actual sort of corners. Yeah, I can't quite line up the corners as well as I would hope. So is it worth doing something like there? We sort of have like a master, and I don't even mind if I even move this over a little bit. So I guess a little backup. Theoretically, the person might be able to stand in them. We might need to check eventually before we kind of actually paste, but that's fine. We have test worlds. I did also do a little bit of fun trying to figure out the height, how these little areas would be. Oh, I didn't even notice that. This carpet doesn't quite go all the way that it needs to. I really got to alt them all in? I guess so. Which is a little funny because this carpet's not technically the full block, which is fine and all. It just means we got to be a little bit more hands-on when placing it in. Perfect. So we have just a carpet there. I've got another carpet here. I guess we'll sort of be able to see it a little better if we looked and just did the same sort of thing on this side. So if we grab this, and grab these, so we can grab the chairs for now. We'll probably replace them with the singles. But if we tried to follow what the game wants, it does some like weird sort of height style things where like there's a step down, or like we kind of have to do something like this. And this feels like too much seating. I can't even get them all there. This feels like too tight for me. Like you're literally walking to nothing, right? I mean, I guess it even technically wants one like there. So this is a little too tight for me. So how we can do it different is kind of easy-ish thought. We grab a carpet here. Let's just kind of alt place it so it does cover that area. Perfect. And we can put this chair in. It does gets covered up a little bit with the height, which is fine. It doesn't even matter which way we go with it for there. So we're also going to actually put another one of these here. So if we line it up just right enough, did I alt place it? I might have. Let me double check. What did I do on this side? Did I alt place these? I alt placed these guys, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. Just double checking. So If we're going to match there, that means we're going to actually grab these guys. And if you hold Alt to get that free place, and we're just going to line it up just with the edge of this part. Perfect. Then these carpet pieces, we're going to actually go long ways for this one. I can put it there for a second. If we right click, we can grab these chairs. So there's some space in front of them. And then boom. And boom. It doesn't matter that we're hanging off outside. We have there, and I can get one more just here. Did I line these up well enough? I think I could actually go forward one more with these. Yeah, perfect. And I guess this isn't actually not to the left as much as I put those for now. But yeah, this will sort of be our floors. So we're going, as you can almost see, I'll move this just to help the visual for the moment. We're going from, trying to line it up the best we can. Yeah, there we go. So we're going from 1, 2, 3, 4 floors to just 1, 2, 3. And like that makes here a little longer, but it also sort of divides it up pretty well that you have that sort of fake walking space between them. That should work out pretty nicely. Because, I mean, nobody sits directly across the railing, right? So if we need something in between you and the railing, we got it. And that's what we can do through those. We're going to put some sort of concession style thing up here. This, like we said before, is going to be a bathroom. That's pretty easy to do in design. I mean, I guess our main sort of bit was sort of this little Santa entrance. I think this could maybe use something. I don't know if we're actually really going plant. How does cartoon look out of curiosity? Ooh. I don't fully hate cartoon here. Let's double check our Q-bits work, and then we could sort of just use cartoon as our sort of stand-in for a couple things as needed. And I don't even mind just throwing, do we just throw a couple decorative trees around? Yeah, I guess so. I think cartoon is sort of our go-to stand-in for this moment in time. And that is actually a really nice clutter fill. Right, that opens here up. We got the Q in. The reds do slightly cover up the ropes a bit. I'm up a floor, so let's go a little closer. If we go down the floor, I am using page up, page down, but we could kind of use the arrows too. I just haven't needed to quite yet, so I'm not gonna. That did free up a lot of this that I think we took a lot of time, and I don't love it, don't hate it, and if I don't love it, let's not do it. Okay, this. I don't know why the back of this feels very orange to me. It might just be lighting. We gotta kind of update over time too. Oop, let's see, where's I want not majestic. I want low chandelier. Chandelier long. I'm gonna kind of put one right above Santa here. Yeah, we definitely don't have that much lighting, and that's something we could work on over time. I think I did say I wanted to shift these out a bit, didn't I? Let's try something like that, maybe. Okay. It's this rope I needed to shift down to with it. I guess the tree's in the way a little. Boom. Boom. And I can get this just rotating it. Okay, come on. This rotate thing is a little weird sometimes. I don't know where it's syncing up to, but okay, there we go. It's fine. We'll figure these out eventually. There we go. And then this guy, I think I can just unrotate it a bit more than I had it rotated. Okay, I guess I still need it a little slightly rotated because I think it's clipping with that a little stand, which is funny, but okay. So let's see. This is a little tight, but let's see if the Q will work. So Q tool, you can go that way. So the exit works. Does the entrance work? The entrance still works. So as long as they can get from the dots in, we're perfect. And we can sort of see, this is, I guess, a little bit of an issue. We got to put some sort of stuff in this general area, I guess, in the middle, because it is faster for them to walk from this door to the back. But this door, it kind of gives you this sort of dots cube, which is funny. And we did this a lot in one of our other ones. that this should kind of line us up to where we want it to go, which is pretty nice. Get me getting better at clicking on the dots and the key lines. And just give ourselves a little bit more wiggle room. Perfect. Perfect. But look at that. They got the cue in. I mean, we could see whatever the question mark. Oh, that's too much reading. We're just going to pretend we didn't ever open that. And we can get this tree part back in. Perfect. So now we've got sort of these general areas to rework quick. I missed a rope. I definitely missed a rope. I like the present tree there, so we're going to keep that probably. Some of these were just a little bit much, so let's see if we can do a little better than what we did there. Well, we've got a couple options. Honestly, I think main choice, I'm probably just going to do something like this. And if we grab sort of these little low rope barriers, I guess I didn't space those out quite enough to do the sort of fanciest way to do it, but boom. We just sort of think the cue like that for a moment. We could actually have these. We could just double up the cues and then have one of these go twice. I don't hate that. Or we could even make one short cue. So this could be our short cue one. I think it's the first one. And then these two could be our long cues. Do we do it that way? That's a good question. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll do it that way for now, just for the fun of it. So we could do one little short cue piece. It's honestly just kind of straight into it. Actually, we don't even need to go straight into it because we could put the curve in a funny spot. And then we could read the curve there. Perfect. Okay, it is kind of hard to see these with the red now, I'm noticing. I don't know if it's just me thinking that, but also, I guess I just noticed that I did not fully line these pieces up, so this actually needs to go to the left one. This can go to the left one. Okay. And we can just do some really funny things with the cues here if we wanted. Just mix it up a little bit, right? Okay. So that's the first one. You kind of in zigzag zig. The next one, we'll just get the spacing I want for it. Perfect. Goes here, 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 here. But boom, down. So you kind of have a little bit. You got a little bit of walk into it. And then the same last one. I guess I don't actually have any cool zigzags and such for it, do I? Where's that piece? Okay. Just out of curiosity, just to sort of line it up proper. We just do this. I could also just put these a little closer together. Do I go all to the left one? That's a little bit too far that way, maybe. Yeah, let's go this way with it. I guess this sort of problem then becomes when they have their tickets, they overlap each other, and that's the thing that bugs me a little bit. Which is the slight problem with these. Do we need the cues that bad, honestly? I could just put some of these out and around. I don't mind that one having the cue. We could. Could just kind of put, I could just put these here. Screw it, like why do we need to struggle with all this? Okay, and then it does sort of open up here to do something fun that we can do in the next little bit. They're not actually quite going to follow with this, but we could put it in still for the lulls of it, and I guess we'll do that for the lulls of it, right? So if I just even do QQ, or those two there, we do technically need all of these. So you know what? Okay, I could put this guy here, I guess. If we even do these as little qubits, no, I'm just gonna pretend there's no. Do I? That's a tough part. Do I want to pretend that there's just no Q there? I guess we could. I guess the other part to go with that I wanted to do, and we could just put a little fake coat check piece in. We could do a left or right, and I'm content with sort of. We go with it this way. I don't even know quite yet. Let's move this. But we'll grab some of the jackets. We're gonna get rid of this tree thing we did. I feel like we kind of just scrapped everything almost we did last episode, but we got the rough idea in. We got the Santa part. We decorated up there, so slow and steady so far, right? Let's try to get the rest of this entrance in as nice and fast as we kind of can. So if we do that, and I guess I could cheese the next ticket booth behind with it, so it'll sort of get them to pretend to use there. I don't know what those are. It's actually cabinet, but let's just go to tables and chairs. And does this line up with that? No, I can't extend that, and that always kind of bothers me over time. So we have the rough idea of. Guess I could do this one. Yeah. I was trying to think of how we could put a little coat check room behind it. So it's probably got to be this way then, doesn't it? Oh, it can't even go quite against the wall anyways. I guess maybe we'll keep the little tree thing we did there. I could keep that like this maybe. You have sort of here. Could try to block there and sort of there with it. Okay, that builds up some cubits. And then the cube for this one can kind of come this way, and I don't even care as much if we go for the back of that, but we don't need to quite do it that way. Let's see. They're gonna walk past the coat check is the plan with this one, right? Yeah. We could put a little tree thing back here. I don't even mind going for maybe one of these signs or two. Boom. Okay, that little sign there. Ooh, that works nice, I think. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so then we just need to get this little bits and bobbles in a way that sort of works for it. So if we go there and just alt rotate the tool, I guess. I mean, the code check's not real anyways. But guess we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna move this a little bit more to the left, I think, so I can put this back there. So I just shift that a little more than it's definitely more than it needed to be to the left. I can acknowledge that. And this can kind of come here, even if I move this back a little more. Okay. Let's see, how does this work? So if I go to the Q tool, okay, it does work that way. These guys will kind of go in there, but this door will work. So this door won't work. So if we theoretically just kind of extended this for a second, I don't know how much of here we need to block off for that to be more accessible. So the same sort of problem, I guess, would face from this guy. We can delete these cue points because just to sort of see and test, it is still technically faster for here to go there. So how do we solve that problem? I mean, I guess the best solution I sort of have is to kind of just wing. I actually have no best solution now, do I? I was going to put these flat forward, but I guess maybe not. See, this I don't need. I'm just going to put it there for a second so it's out of my way. Just trying to think of if we sort of try to block off here a little bit the best we can. How can I block it off the best I can? Let's see, I'm gonna try to block here a little bit. And we'll do the same sort of this side. Perfect. That goes there. This goes here. And I can sort of just move these guys back a wee bit. And I can just throw like a ticket booth here or there. And if I go, I was going to say if I go this way with it, I can maybe try to block there. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. So if I place this, I can move this for a second too. I can maybe get this guy here. Perfect. And this way I could kind of actually just put this like that. Perfect. I can go there. And then this guy, I guess, do we try the same style thing? Or do I just double up on the coat check style thing? I could have this one just double up on the coat check line. Yeah, I guess we can just double up on the coat check line. It's fine. I haven't done too many double Qs, so it should be okay. It does mean I kind of want to make these, okay, well, if we're going to do it that way, then let's do this at least too. So the exit to the coat check line actually kind of lines up with the exit to these. I hate the back of them, though. But it's fine, right? Yeah. And we could adjust the coat check a little, maybe. Oh, no, I dislike this immensely now. Ah, damn. I thought I had it for a second. Okay. Yeah, one for the coat check was definitely enough. This red floor is horrible. Okay. That's worse. Just go for something not as bothersome to me right now. Okay. Yeah. I don't hate just going for, maybe even go for like a standard red in the sort of area. Do I have even a standard red? Come on, one of these got to be, it's kind of dark. Does it match the carpets here? Yeah, that kind of matches the carpets, so I guess we'll go with that for now. It's a little bit off from the carpet, but it's not that far off from what we have the carpet as, and we could always adjust it later. But oh my, okay, that works so much better into it. That can stay that. Under these carpets, we could, under these sort of side ones, and even we'll have here, we can put some of these sort of fancier ones. So you can see it here, but if we do it on these, it lets us kind of make a lot more of the money, or it lets us bump up the interior score. So we can sort of see here, our interior score is sitting at 63 right now. Okay, yeah, there we go. See, we got it bumping up a bit. Just slow and steady, little bits and bops, I guess, because we decorated all there. But if we decorate all these sort of as well, you can see we're already up to 78, and we don't quite have all the floors kind of covered yet even. And a lot of walls are plain and ugly. So just kind of using these as you can will definitely get you in that little positive spirit of it. This floor's not quite doing it for me either, is it? No, definitely not the soundproofing. And this is very plain to me. Okay. Are we gonna attempt to do... I can't even get away with it as easily here. Why am I up a floor still? Okay. We gotta attempt to do some fun stuff to the carpeting like we did in that other areas later. Okay. I guess I don't hate just going for a red, but definitely not what we're building because I can't see it. I can't see the ropes, so I kind of liked having the coat check here. I don't want to lose it, but how do I get away with these? Now, I could kind of just take that piece as Q. Part of my plan, I guess, was going to just sort of shift this way. Let's actually go for the other side one. Nope, I meant to grab left, so the counter's at least sort of this way with it. And go back with these a little. Okay. See, I don't know why I'm kind of trying to go a little funny with it. I just kind of straight up just go here, here. There we go. Is that enough space? No, let's go back one more, so it gives us the space we need. Perfect. Okay. I guess I don't know why I was trying to overcomplicate it too much there. Oh, I missed. Okay, boom. Let's see. We can go here and open it up a little, I guess. To that, or we could just make a real coat check area here. I was kind of thinking to do double bathrooms again, so I think we're going to stick with that plan for this first floor. And I could just put a coat check. Like, why am I struggling to squeeze it in this area, right? We could just design a little coat check stand on sort of one of these sides. I don't want to do no bathrooms, I think. Yeah, I definitely want to copy the bathrooms we did in our other build. So that's for sure part of the plan. I guess, yeah, we could just put coat check down in here. They're not going to really, they don't actually need to use it anyway. So why are we struggling about it? It's a good question. I don't know if I fully cared to think about. So I don't like these side by side because the people kind of come in and out through them. Unless we can sort of get their cues to sort of do something. But like these people will walk past the other ones and it bugs me. And I feel like I really am overthinking this. So why not just keep, I could just keep the style that we got here and then I could do something fancy on that wall. Yeah, let's do it. So let's sell some of these for a second. Okay, I don't even mind cleaning these guys out. Oh, I deleted one. We do need to get one back. That's fine. We got some time. We can always get it soon. Okay, I can just do that for a second. I could even try to get this. I was gonna say if I try to get this just directly against this one. How well does that work? I guess it kind of works here. This definitely sort of opens here up a lot. The exit line sucks though, doesn't it? Yeah. Because if we're gonna look at it through here, you'll sort of see the Q tool will actually, okay. So if you're going there, you're gonna go faster there. If you're going here, you'll actually walk through this person's line. Okay, I don't like that. You're definitely not going through that line. That I can guarantee for sure. Okay. I guess we could think this through here. Let's think this through. Honestly, why am I struggling again? I'm just gonna go back to this style we had originally. Yeah, it's just why are we overcomplicating things? That one I don't mind keeping a little bit of a cue, but these ones I could honestly just do this. Let's see, come on. I almost got it. Almost got it. Boom. Oh, perfect. So these guys are just here. They'll come and go to them as they need to. Honestly, I like this one. This one being fancy is nice. Then it does free up a lot of this space here. We could put fake cues in if we really wanted, but I guess here's a little tight for that side. I could, could just do this. Just put them all on this wall. And then we could put some sort of decoration seating thing here, maybe. We had one I saw. Opening the wrong tabs. The peek for myself so I can remember. I don't think I took. Nope, I didn't grab a picture. That's fine. It's either that, or we could put a little concessions thing in the center here. Then, okay, yeah. Let's do it. We just go hashtag theater. Nope, I gotta actually go into all items first. Stag theater. Here we go. So I actually was kind of thinking movies, but it's fine. Could just put the little concession stand right here in the center is the main one. Do that, or do we kind of want to do the bar pieces? Because they do want the cocktail drinks. So do we do that so it sort of actually flows proper? Or, this way we actually also don't need one upstairs. If we do get one down here, we could ignore the upstairs bit. Because this is a little small, a little tight, especially for the amount of people that we're expecting upstairs. So I guess, yeah, let's try to turn this into the main one. So let's grab the bar counters, maybe. I think these are going to be our sort of main pieces. Oh, for some reason in the bothersome mode. We can grab these back. And we can grab the concessions. Let's see, come on, can I get it? Boom, okay. So this has got everything we kind of actually need again. Perfect. Let's see, as we're going to place these and build this out. We should be in a fun spot. We could actually preset these again. We do have them sort of set in the others, but you have cheese, you have popcorn, you have whiskey and martini, I believe. If we double check, oh, F1, I wanted actually in theater. Yeah, martini and whiskey. So martini, whiskey, perfect. So we've got everything we'll sort of need in this actual zone. I mean, are we just gonna let them free grab? I guess we could. And then we could sort of put these sort of bar pieces sort of in between, maybe. And have our workers come around in the edge to that. Or I could actually even, yeah, we could put these in between too. Because I would prefer that they didn't try to walk through these. So how we can do that the best we can is a great question. I don't fully know the answer to, but let's find out. So what do we need? Okay, we got double popcorn and a cheese. I can put the other corner sort of here. Oh, did I? Yeah, I got lined back up. I don't remember which side I have the arrows in on that way. I'm trying to think which way does it look a little nicer. Yeah, I kind of will get arrows, which is the arrows facing inwards. Yeah, arrows facing inwards. Okay, it does sort of get the edge of that counter a little funnier. Does it do the edge better? Maybe. Just slightly, but like not enough that I care. Right. I guess I like the roundness of it, I think, a little better. So that's what we're going to stick with. So. I was going to half go for symmetry. I'm trying to think how many of these do we actually need is the good question. Yeah, if we're going to go symmetry, let's do it properly. So at least this will technically have everything that they need as they go through. And so that is half of those. These. Where are we? This and this guy. We'll sort of grab and self-serve style with it. And if that's a thought, this technical concessions area will have everything it needs for our guests to fully serve themselves from. I'm going to grab a regular counterpiece. This actually needs to go to the left one more. It's actually pretty tight. It's funny how honestly tight we can sort of squeeze these all in, isn't it? So if this is what we do, it means we have no extra bar space, technically. Or we could make a little mini bar down here and shrink this a bit. But this will have everything. This does technically sell everything it needs to sell. It's got all the drinks, all the cheeses and popcorns. It doesn't quite have. I wanted a shelf. I didn't want the drink shelf. I kind of wanted to. I was debating putting the metal shelf with popcorns on it. I could. You could sort of. Can you fit these? Oh, you can't fit them. Oh, you could fit them. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can alt place them in a little funnier. And I guess I could try to alt rotate this one a little for the fun of it. And I kind of have this little popcorn shelf that I was debating. We can recolor it a bit over time. But I could sort of stack a couple of these and make the little popcorn section. So if we have that, we could replace this bar to here. If we go like against the wall instead. Okay, I'm trying to think of how would I want this piece to go. I don't have a great edge to this, do I? Yeah, I definitely don't have the great edge to this. The cues at least kind of works in a funny way. These guys are a little short cue. Oh. I at least like I like this one for sure. These ones I'm not too sure about, honestly, still. I mean, we could put one in and try to cheese it with the coat check still. We could try that in that area. I will maybe take some time to look these over. But at least for now, we've got the little sort of Santa photo spot. And that was, I guess, the main thought of here. It should be nice. Let's put a little. Let's keep that white. Let's get these ones a little blue. And these ones a little. Okay, if those are that, then I can even go orange, green. Yeah, let's go green. And this one I can sort of do whatever I want with. I'm going to actually try to keep the ribbons the same color just for the sort of consistency of those ones for now. I know now I could change the ribbon color. Yeah, that's different enough, right? Yeah. Can I squeeze this here? Nope. I took a chance that we could squeeze this up. Yeah, I don't think I like this gift pile. Let's just go with some regular presents, honestly. Why do we go with regular presents? It's because I think I can stack them a little better. I guess the height of them doesn't stack, though. I guess that's the difference. So you know what? Let's get rid of those. And we can just sort of grab this little present stack. And I'm going to move this gift out the way for now. Just going to see if I can get a little closer. I got it pretty okay there. Can I still get this guy behind this guy? Oh, we're going to see. I guess not. Okay. Yeah, moving that's going to be a bigger pain than I fully would expect. Can I get the long gift, though, behind it? I don't quite know. I guess not between this gift here and the long gift. I don't even see a spot for it at all. Okay. That actually works pretty well there, honestly. Okay, and then this one. So to get here. Okay, that works to me. Let's get these sort of colored how I would want. Let's go green, and we have a lot of red there. Could go, that's pretty green. Little pinkish. No, pink doesn't work with the green bow there. That's fine. I was gonna go for a red or an orange, a blue. kind of pops. Ooh, yellow pops a little too much. Could just go for the reds. You know what? And if we actually go to the ribbon, let's go for the yellow ribbon instead. In this present, I could sort of do green. Here I could do green then. That is very bright. That's okay. And then we can go for a little brown. Brown's a really odd sort of present color. Purple yellow. That's very like Scandinavian there. Okay. We could go red and yellow. Yeah, I like it. And then this could actually be green then. Even if we go for like a paler green, I don't hate it. This one behind there. Okay, we can do that. And yeah, it does let the polka dots come through pretty well. Let's see, what's a good color? We can go a little pink and off pink. Okay, I like it. I want a brightish purple, and then I'm happy, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, I guess we're going with old Best Buy blue from our old blueprint. And I'm pretty content with this. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's nice that this cue will sort of actually work in that favor. This floor we still got to think about. I don't quite know. I like the idea of the popcorn shelf. I don't exactly know how to get it in, but I mean, theoretically, we could just do two different. We could do a little bar under the thing. That's fine. So if we do little concessions here that does the cheese and the popcorns, maybe I'll design one sort of here with the actual concession pieces, and it could sort of build up kind of nicely in this area. And then we could just put a little bar here too. Keep them a little separate. Gives us the chance to put a bar up top, but I don't think I'm gonna worry about putting a register and a bar up top too. If we double up on the bar here, it'll definitely be a pretty busy bar because all the people that actually want the drinks will sort of have to run back and forth. It's a tough debate. It's a thought. We could think about it over time. And that time will have to come in the next one. We did okay. I feel like I'll try to think of some designs in between too as we go. We're going to shrink this stage. We've got some spaces to work on still. I mean, we want the bathrooms. We're not changing the plan for those. I do still want to think about how we can get a coat check in. Maybe we could do one in this sort of area. It just sort of makes it weird of how do we get them to sort of use it. And I don't know if we care enough for them to use it. I do like a lot. I mean, I can fill these in over time. I do kind of like this little backstage area. It's nice. Or this sort of little, I don't want to call it like this sort of staging booth to say. They have a pretty good view of the stage. They can see pretty much a lot of the audience too. And you can kind of direct what's going on. You got a little filming, you got all the lights, and you'll be able to give the cues. I was debating putting something there for it too, but that's fine. And it will be fine enough until the next one.